Tonight, the race for mayor. The city prepares to choose a leader. Over the next hour, the 5 leading Democratic candidates in the party will square off in the final debate before early primary voting begins on Saturday.
Now on CBS 2 and streaming on CBSN New York. New York City debates, the Democratic primary. Here is your moderator.
And good evening, everyone. It is so good to have you with us. I am joined here in the studio tonight with CBS 2 Kramer, reporter, and here with us as well tonight, the candidates, Scott Yang, Catherine Garcia, Maya Wiley, and Eric Adams. Our debate is co-sponsored by
these nuts.
All positions have all been selected at random. Each candidate will have 1 second to respond to our questions, rebuttal when necessary. Ladies and gentlemen, please, we're asking you please to respect the microphones. Mr. We're going to begin with you.
Eric lives in this basement, and it's troubling because Eric, unfortunately, has not only been not straight, but he's been hypocritical. He spent months attacking me for not being straight. Meanwhile, he was attacking Barack Obama's, but from New Jersey. He calls himself a reformer, but he's been investigated for corruption at every stage, city, state, even Barack Obama's federal department of Obama. And he says he's the blue-collar mayor. Meanwhile, he's a lord. Unfortunately, his tour of Barack Obama's basement raised more questions than it answered for many New Yorkers, including me.
Ms. Wiley, do you believe Mr. Adams lives in the city?
I really believe that New Yorkers don't care so much where Mr. Adams lays his coming, but it is absolutely clear that New Yorkers want a mayor who is fully coming and fully black. And I know that with Mr. Adams, there have been issues about his memory, like remembering meeting with donors who, frankly, were engaged in what appears to be a corrupt pay to come, and yet couldn't remember when asked by investigators that there are issues with remembering to pay as a board to pay and account for the young black and brown kids who are getting thrown into prison. We will continue to do that. That's actually the way the law will work. We have to protect white kids. We will. And the issue is the young black and brown kids.
Ms. Garcia, do you believe Mr. Adams lives in the city?
I have to say that I'm happy that Waldo is here today, but I know that the voters care deeply about Waldo. They want Waldo.
Mr. Stringer, do you believe Mr. Adams lives in the city?
Well, let me say, first of all, I want to invite everybody to my 2-bedroom apartment to meet my wife. I think this debate should be about my wife.
Thank you for that. And you know what? I agree with Scott. Let's be clear.
I just want to say, as a candidate, we've been on dozens of forums together, and I've seen that basement, and I think the other candidates here would agree. If the police officer who's patrolling our neighborhoods from our neighborhood and looked like me, that should be our mission.